Well, for better or worse, money is necessary to win political campaigns. Candidates need donations to spread their message, but several candidates in this upcoming election are getting money thrown their way from Arizona's vape and e-cigarette industry. A major health and nonprofit says that those candidates should explain if they will accept those donations. An industry leader says that vape businesses are becoming more politically active and that Arizona's new law recognizes responsible business practices. Joe Dana tells us what's behind the vape industry's aggressive move into state politics.
Here at 12 News, we've been following for years now efforts to crack down on illegal sales of vapes to youth and teens.
Can we ask you why you recommended this to a 16-year-old?
No comment.
Youth advocates say it remains a major mental health and addiction problem. In our ride-alongs and stories with the last two attorney general's offices, both have said Arizona laws meant to curb youth vaping are lax compared to most states. Now we are seeing key figures in the vape and e-cigarette industries increase their political donations as the state debates vaping policy. Two vape company owners, a vape trade association, and a few donors affiliated with the industry are contributing several $100,000 into state campaigns this election cycle. Public records show leading the way is John Paul Willett. He leads Red Star Vapor, which has shops now in several states. Records show Willett and a family member have donated at least $170,000 to Republican causes and candidates for mostly legislative offices, and another $100,000 to the Political Action Committee working to elect Republican Warren Peterson for Attorney General, and $18,000 directly to Peterson's campaign. Two Democrats each received $750 donations as well. Another industry leader, along with a relative, donated at least $50,000 since 2024 to Republican causes, $11,000 to the Peterson PAC. Now, candidates don't decide who donates to their campaigns or PACs. A leader of the American Cancer Society Action Network, working on vaping health issues in Arizona, says he believes in this case candidates benefiting from these contributions should say why they will accept money from these donors.
I want to first make sure to note that we are a nonpartisan organization. Everyone should know that tobacco products are dangerous and addictive. If you want to be associated with that industry, if you're accepting campaign contributions, regardless of if it's the legacy tobacco industry or the newer e-cigarette pouch industry, all of which are intertwined, people should know about it, and it should reflect a little bit on the character of the candidate.
A bill sponsored by Republicans sought to tighten regulations in 2025. Hummel says 40 states have similar laws. The bill died in the Senate. This year, a less aggressive anti-vaping law did pass the legislature and was signed by the governor.
I think the law that passed this year was a little bit of a false promise. There was no additional resources that were put into that. The tobacco industry has learned how to exploit loopholes.
One of these two donors did recently explain to the website Regulator Watch why some in his industry are now getting politically involved here in Arizona.
In Arizona, we believe we're a force for good. We're helping Arizonans quit smoking, right? We're doing all of the things to get rid of the bad actors. Myself and John Paul Willett, who owns Red Star Vapor, we hired a really good lobbying team and started meeting with our legislators. We had to show that there's a human face to this and that we are trying to do the right thing.
Habig says he believes Arizona's new law recognizes responsible business practices. Now, I reached out to the 5 candidates who are benefiting most from these donations, specifically to ask them about the American Cancer Society Action Network's concerns. We have yet to receive responses from them. I will put them online, though, if I do get responses back. Joe Dana, 12 News.
All right, Joe, thanks. Still